Alrighty, hello everyone, how are you? I hope everyone is staying happy, healthy, and active. My name is Grace. Thank you for joining me in this 30-minute lower body build. The only equipment that we need for today is ourselves, our body weight, a chair or a couch, a coffee table or a stack of books that you can put your feet up on, just something that can support you while we complete our exercises for today. Okay, so a quick rundown of what our workout is going to look like. We've got 10 exercises to go over and about 30 seconds of break in between each exercise. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started, okay? Let's first practice our squats. Given that today is a lower body build, I want to make sure that we've got our squat down nice and perfect. So the first thing we can do, if you're new to squatting or you just want to take a look and check your own form, let's take a seat into our imaginary chair. Now let's take a look down at our knees and make sure that our knees are going in the same direction as our toes. Our knees aren't coming inward or going outward. Okay, so let's keep on going with our squats. Perfect. Let's go 3, hold in 2, hold in 1. Perfect. Making sure that we're checking our knees and toes. Nice. 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Awesome. So next thing that we're going to work on is our squat walkout. So let's come back to our squats and we're going to walk our hands out into high plank. So let's come back to our squat. Plant those hands back down onto the ground and walk those hands out all the way into high plank. So remember, in high plank, our shoulders are rolled back and away from our earlobes. Our feet are in line with our shoulders in the top of our head. Tuck those hips underneath. Hold 3, 2, 1. Walk those hands back into our squat and stand. Let's continue those squat walkouts 5 times. So down, walk out, high plank, back. 4 more. Chin is tucked. 3 more. Last 2. We're coming back to this movement later on in our workout, so I want to make sure that we practice it now. And stand. Shake it out. Nice job, y'all. Next movement that I want to practice with y'all is the curtsy lunge. So let's take our left foot, take a step behind our right, and just continue kind of like a squat. However, we just have one foot that's behind. Curtsy lunge, just like we're curtsying. 4, other side in 3, 2, 1, perfect. Let's switch our weight on over to that other side. Take a step back with that right leg. Take a seat. Nice job. You got 5. Maybe place those hands behind your head. Take away a little bit of that balance. 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Now let's move a little bit laterally. So let's take a step over onto the side. We're going to come down into our squat, and we're taking 3 steps to the left. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and up. Back down. 3, 2, 1, and up. So we've come back to that squat. However, we're adding a little bit more challenge with that side to side movement. And up. And I challenge you to come a little bit deeper into that squat. 3, 2, 1. 2 more, 2 more. 3, 2, 1. Nice. 2, 1. And lastly, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Shake it out. Last thing that we want to get done in our warm-up is a little bit of mountain climbers. So let's take 5 or so seconds. Grab your breath. Maybe bring your hands behind your head. Let's drive that heart rate up just a tiny bit, not too much. Okay? Inhale overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Walk those hands out, back into high plank. Tuck those hips, one at a time. We're bringing Alternate knees to chest. In one knee, in other. Good. Topping off this warm-up with just nice, gentle mountain climbers. We're not running quite yet. Shoulders rolled away. Chin is tucked. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Go ahead and walk it up. Shake it up, roll on up. Perfect. Nice. Now, if you feel like you need a little bit more time to warm up, no problem. Take an extra minute to practice those exercises that we just did. And also, when we start our workout, feel free to pause if you feel you need a breath break, water break, or towel break. And then you can always replay, rewind, and join us again when you're ready to go. Okay, so again, 10 exercises, 1 minute each per exercise with about 30 seconds rest in between. Alrighty, let's get started. First thing we gotta do is we're coming back to that lateral movement and just a lateral lunge. So let's take a step over into that left leg. Over. Good, that's our bell. We're starting our 1 minute now. Perfect. We're sitting down into that chair. I'll turn to the side for you. Take a seat down into that chair. Launch off that left leg and step on up. Perfect. Let's go 3 on this side. 2, 1. Perfect. Other side. Right leg. Step on over. Perfect. Sit down into that chair. We're adding a little bit more intensity if you'd like that option. Otherwise, stay in these single leg lateral lunges. Perfect. For the final 15 seconds, let's alternate those legs. Other side. Add a jack in between. Other side. And jack. Alternating lateral lunges. 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Nice job, y'all. 30 seconds rest. The next movement we got is we're coming back to our squat. Let's rehearse it now before we get started. Squat. Stand up. Sorry, my bad. Squat. We pick up our left leg. Let's balance on our right leg into a curtsy lunge. Squat. Curtsy lunge. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Squat. Curtsy lunge. Other side. Squat. Curtsy lunge. Notice how I'm not standing up all the way. That's because we don't have much time here, okay? If you'd like, stand up. Curtsy lunge. Level 1. Level 2, stay with those knees bent. Good job, y'all. Maybe take those hands behind your head. Challenge that balance. Let's focus only on that right side. Ready? Curtsy lunge. Back to squat. Curtsy lunge. Back to squat. Keep those knees bent. Curtsy lunge. Other side. Back to squat. Last time. Back to squat. Other side. Almost there. 10 seconds. Back to squat. Curtsy lunge. Back to squat. 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Whew, I'm tired, y'all. Feel free. Pause it. Grab your breath if you need it. Otherwise, we have 20 seconds till our next movement, which is our squat walkouts. We practice those in the warm-up. We're coming back to them now. All right. Take a step back. Remember, when we walk those hands out, high plank, tuck the hips. Okay? Squat. Plant the hands. Walk out. Tuck. Back in. Back squat. Whew, nice. Remember to breathe here. We're coming down from that intense movement just before. And now we're practicing, focusing back on to that core. Back it up and stand. Good job. About 20 more seconds left of this movement. If you feel you can, take it up just one notch. Add a jump at the top for a walkout burpee. Tuck. Last 10. Add that jump if you'd like. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll it up. Shake it out. How are we doing, y'all? I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Woo! Okay, so next movement in about 20 seconds, we've got our Bulgarian split squats. Okay, this is where our couch comes in. Okay, so let's start with this right foot forward. I guess your left. Left foot forward. Now, level 1, we could just start off with regular lunges. Let's start here. Focusing on the balance of that front left leg. Lunge. Now, the Bulgarian split squat is elevating that back foot, balancing on that front left, and continuing those lunges. It's exactly how it sounds. We just split the legs and squat. Checking that knee, making sure it's not going inward or outside of the toes. Perfect, 20 more seconds on this side. Don't forget to breathe. Focus is all on that front leg. 4, you got it. 3, last 2, and 1. Shake it out. All right, so we're skipping forward to the other side. Squat and up. Remember, one leg might be a little bit more balanced than the other. That's okay. Make note of it. Always time to be practicing our balance, especially with Bulgarians. Perfect, halfway there. 30 seconds, 30 seconds. And remember, if you're in that Bulgarian split squat and you're feeling tired on this side, no problem. Take that back foot off. We can come back to it later. Final 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. 30 seconds. Grab your breath. Now, we're coming back to our squat in about 20 seconds or so. Take those hands behind your head. Now, with this squat that we are coming back to, we have a little bit more challenge because we've done squats in the warm-up. Now, let's take it up a notch and challenge in our main exercises 1 1/4 squats. I'll explain here. So we've got squat down. 1/4 of the way up, come back down, stand up, okay? So it's 1 full squat, 1/4 up, back down, and up. All right, y'all. This is where you might feel that burn, that work coming in. 1/4 squats, we're increasing that time under tension. So that time that we're asking ourselves to keep working in that quarter squat. Such a little movement, but so much work. 20 seconds. And up. Remember, anytime throughout this workout, if you have weights, feel free to progress and pick up some weights. However, through here, we're just working on body weight. Good job. 30 seconds, rest. Grab your breath. All right, y'all, how do we feel after those 1 1/4 squats? Always get me. Whew. So the next movement we got is our hip thrust. So we're heading down to the ground. Take a look at me. I'll demonstrate for a few seconds and then join me after, okay? So we're gonna take a seat. Make sure that you have your couch, table, chair, whatever nearby. Place those heels on to your couch. scooch the booty all the way towards the couch, and we're elevating those hips off the ground. So we're going for hip thrust, which is exactly how it sounds. Thrust those hips straight up towards the ceiling. Now, if you're ready, go ahead, get started with me. Ignore that bell. We have a little bit more to do. Hip thrust. Focus on pointing that tailbone straight up towards the ceiling. Shoulder blades, head, neck, and shoulders are all lying flat on the ground. Whew. So we're going for single leg in 2. Let's elevate that left leg off the ground in 1. Elevate that left leg off the ground. Continue those hip thrusts if you got it. And up. 4 on this side. Then we're coming back to that other leg. 2, 1, and other side. Left leg. Left leg goes down, right leg is in the air. You got 4. Up 3, 2, that's it. And 1. All right, nice job, y'all. Shake it off. Let's take that stand. Little bit more work to do. Can you believe we're already more than halfway done? So the next movement we got is our couch tabletops. Yes, couch tabletops. So now we're going to rest our hands onto our couch, chair, or coffee table, up to you. Take a seat. Let's elevate those hips off the ground so that we're in our nice tabletop. And we're going to alternate one hand to opposite knee. Now, this is level 1. Opposite hand, opposite knee. Level 2, take that opposite leg off the ground, tap that knee. Whew. Woo. Don't be afraid to wobble. That's just us catching our balance. Alternate. Now, level 3 for the last 20 seconds. Reach for that toe, straighten that leg all the way up. Reach for that toe. All about the obliques here in that torso twist. Whew. 10, 9, 8, you got it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Maybe take a seat if you need it. Nope. Come back up. Shake it out. All right. So we got 3 more movements to do before we cool it down. First thing first is our single leg circles. So I'm going to use the armrest of my chair, my couch, okay? I'm going to start with my left leg. I'm going to bring it right behind me into a nice straight leg kick back, okay? Straight leg kick back first, and we introduce that circle. Hips are squared off, facing forward. I have my couch for balance. Now I'm going to rotate my hip on over towards the side, tap down, outside, kick back, back down, up, back, side. Whew. 30 more seconds on this leg. Notice how it is a balance challenge. So if you feel you can, maybe step away from that couch. Practice free hands, no balance. No balance assistance, I should say. Kick back, back down. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. We have that other side. Okay, I am going to flip around. Okay, so now you can see using my right leg, kick back. Just regular kickbacks. Now, if you feel like that opposite glute has already been working in that other side, I'll join the center so you can see me. But if you feel like that opposite leg has already been working, it has. It's been balancing on the ground. Okay, so now let's introduce That side tap, back up, kick back, back down, back, side, tap, up, back. Whew. Awesome job, y'all. This is your last 15 seconds on this side. If you haven't already, maybe you can take a step aside and see if you got that balance. 5, 4, 3, woo. Side is tired, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Nice job, y'all. Single leg circles, always a challenge, okay? So now we're heading down to the ground for our final 2 core exercises, okay? So take a nice inhale overhead. Exhale, forward fold. We're coming back down into our high plank. Let's get used to our high plank. Once again, roll those shoulders back, chin is tucked, hips are tucked and core is engaged. So of course, because this is a lower body build, we're gonna focus on our kickbacks, those glutes, okay? So we can either be on that high plank or low plank, which is on the forearms, like so. Okay, we're kicking back, alternating legs, kick back, straight leg kickbacks. Whew. Low plank is the more challenging option, so I'll be in high. Whew. Kick back. Now, of course, if this is a challenge for you, come down into that high plank on the knees. Continue those straight leg kickbacks. And if you got it, if you can take this extra challenge, alternate hands come off the ground. So as that left leg comes off, alternate right hand comes off. Kick back, woo. 5, 4, you got it. 3, on the knees or off the knees, up to you. 2, and 1. Nice job. Push back. Child's pose. Nice job, y'all. We have 1 final exercise to do, and that is our jackknife sit-ups. Now, this is all about the core, full body and core, before we cool it down. Are we ready? I am. Okay, so we're gonna sit back onto our hips, and we're gonna lie on the ground. I'll turn sideways so that you can see me. Okay, we're lying back onto the ground. And first thing first, let's take those hands off from underneath our hips and bring those toes straight up towards the ceiling. Now, these are straight leg lifts. Now we're going to use our hands to help us reach for those toes. So you can use those arms as a little bit of momentum. Lean back, sit up nice and tall, balance in that boat. Maybe reach for the toes, come back. Jackknife sit-ups, different levels here. Maybe we place those hands behind our low back and we continue with just regular knee tucks, up to you. If you've got it, float those hands, bring them overhead, and reach for those toes. You got a final 5. Last 4. I'm facing you. Keep it up. And 3, 2, last 1. Nice job. Take a seat. Grab your breath and your water. Nice job, y'all. We are done. Let's go into our cool down. Let's take it back. Stand back up and shake it out. First thing first, let's bring those hands overhead. Inhale, inhale, overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Shake it out, those knees. Let that head fall in between the shoulders. And take a bend in that left knee. Straighten the right side. And let's rotate over towards that straight right leg into our IT band stretch. Just breathe here. 3, 2, 1. Forward fold, alternating bend knees. Nice. Let's take a bend in that right side, straighten the left, rotate over towards that straight left leg. All IT band, which is side of the leg, stretch. And forward fold. Let's go ahead and bend both knees softly. Roll it on up one vertebrae at a time. Nice job. So let's stretch out those quad muscles. Reach for that left leg. You can use your couch, chair, whatever you have for balance. And let's stretch out that quad. Maybe take that opposite arm up towards the ceiling. Nice job. Now let's take that same left leg, take a deep step back into a nice lunge. Set those hands down and drop that back left knee. So now we're gonna stretch out the front of that hip, our hip flexor. Level 1, hands on the ground. Level 2, hands at your knees. A little bit more of an intense hip stretch. Level 3, let's lean back. Open up that hip. Nice job. Grab your breath. 3, 2, 1. Strong step back up onto that leg. Cross that left leg over the right. Take a seat into your chair. Use, I guess I should say, your own chair, right? We're not actually sitting down quite yet. Awesome job. Shake it up. Now, we've got other side to do. Take a handle onto that right leg. Nice quadricep stretch. How we doing, y'all? Think about how you did today in this class. Maybe you practice this workout one more time next week, or you just measure your progress, see where you're at. Let's take a step back with that right leg now into our nice deep lunge. Drop that back right knee. Hands on the ground, level 1. Hands at your knees, level 2. Lean back, level 3. All right, let's come back down. Strong step back up on that leg. Cross that right leg over the left. Take a seat. Couple stretches we have left to do, but for now, let's focus on the balance in that seated chair. 3, 2, 1. Alrighty, so let's open up the chest by bringing those arms right behind. We did a lot of plank today. So let's focus on rolling those shoulders back. Dropping that chin back. Take a nice inhale into your chest. Exhale. Let's round out the back. Separate those shoulder blades right behind you. Same thing to the front. Inhale, like you're pulling those fingertips apart. Inhale. Exhale, separate those shoulder blades. Press forward, chin to chest. And shake it out. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope that you really enjoyed this 30-minute lower body build. Again, my name is Grace. Feel free to complete this workout time and again so that you can measure your own progress. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you in class again. Thank you so much. Stay happy, healthy, and active, y'all. Thanks.